Okay. Well, hi, ladies. Thank you for joining our New Coach Camp Zoom team meeting for June 3rd, 2017. Do I have that right? We're going to be talking performance line.
June 4th.
June 4th. We're talking performance line, and this is in attempts to share pursuing knowledge and ways that you can pursue knowledge. You know, the purpose of our New Coach Camp is really to learn as much as you can about the business and to get yourself to the rank of Emerald and to start running your challenge groups. And there comes a point for some where you've been through the whole academy, yet you still don't quite have all of the requirements. And so you can always be pursuing knowledge, whether you're a New Coach Camp or, you know, even afterwards. And so there's lots to learn about the products that we have, that we love, that we share. And so that's where we're going with this tonight. So in the last couple of Zooms, we've talked about, we shared our Shakeology talk from Super Saturday that Allison and I did. We shared about boosts, and we talked about the 3-day refresh last time. And you should be able to find all of those recordings in the file section of our team page. So today we're going to screen share in a moment here and go over performance line. I did a little slideshow. And I'm not going to mute you guys because everybody's real quiet so far, so we'll just see how this goes. What do I do? Hit from beginning? Okay, so we're talking performance line. A lot of this information I got right off of our FAQ and then the website that I share with you guys later. So this is, you know, as you're kind of getting to know your potential challengers and customers, these tools, keep in mind, are something very, very valuable that can help help people get their fitness, their performance to the next level. And Craig and I use pretty much all of these performance line products, and we enjoy sharing them with our runners for sure. But even when I'm not running, I definitely use a few of these for enhancing my workout. As you can expect, just like Shakeology, just like our programs, they are evidence-based and researched. So Harvard-trained scientists, cutting-edge science, exercise physiology, and nutrition research went into the creation of these performance line tools. I think they came out about 2 years ago now. The key ingredients that you'll find in there are supported by peer-reviewed science, trial on athletes and top players in the field of exercise, physiology, and nutrition. Gotta move you guys because you're in my... each formula contains state-of-the-art ergogenic or performance-enhancing plant-based phytonutrients, scientifically shown to improve energy, stamina, strength, focus, and recovery. Who doesn't need that? And the ingredients that are included in the formulas at their clinically established effective dosage level. So you're not going to get too much or too little of what you need. And as always, like Shakeology, nothing artificial. No fillers, colors, flavors, sweeteners, or preservatives. It's NSF certified for sport. And what this means is it's safe for all of your athletes, even your professional high-level athletes who might be being tested for banned substances. None of that is in there. So it has like the stamp or seal of approval, which is something important to share, to know when you share this with your challengers. It also means that the ingredients inside match what the label says, and there's nothing unsafe. So I think we have 5 things to talk about here. The first is ENERGIZE. ENERGIZE is considered a pre-workout. It is listed to boost energy and endurance, improve your performance, sharpen focus and reaction time, increase muscle power output, and delay exercise-induced muscle fatigue. And I will tell you that I definitely use this before I race. I use it before a hard cardio workout or a lifting workout, high intensity workout that I want to make sure I can perform well at. Or if I'm just not feeling like working out, once you take it, it does give you a little bit of a boost. I have also sometimes used it as a little caffeine pick-me-up in the middle of my work day. It's safe for that as well. The ingredients that you can find in ENERGIZE are beta-alanine. Hold on, I gotta move you guys. Beta-alanine is an amino acid that helps buffer lactic acid buildup and improves exercise performance and delayed muscle fatigue. There is a low-dose caffeine in it from green tea, and this plant-based nutrient called quercetin is the powerful performance enhancer that improves endurance and delays time to fatigue. Why is that important? It is going to help you, it's going to help give you a boost before you exercise. It is lemon flavored. It is the beta-alanine in the ENERGIZE that can cause the tingling feeling, which definitely I do get before, after I take it. The color of it, the color of ENERGIZE and HYDRATE is like a yellowy color. Gold is the result of the quercetin that's in there. The sugar that's found in it is beet sugar, which they do say in the FAQ is non-GMO. And it says you should take it within 30 minutes of starting your exercise. I always take it within 30 minutes of starting my exercise. I don't take it once I've started. I drink it and then I start my workout or start running. But the FAQ did say within 30 minutes of starting for ENERGIZE. I also can save these slides as a PDF, you guys. So if you're frantically taking notes, I will save this as a PDF and put it in the file section. Okay, so HYDRATE is your during exercise supplement. It replaces your electrolytes, improves your performance, endurance, fluid absorption, and it's citrus flavored. There are no other options. It's just, for the ENERGIZE and HYDRATE, it's just the one flavors. They're citrus. HYDRATE says, you guys keep going to like the wrong place. It's a blend of balanced combination of sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium. Also has quercetin in it, and the low-dose carbohydrate from natural sugars actually encourages a rapid hydration and without overloading the body with sugar that can actually dehydrate you. That was kind of, and so what we should be doing with this is sharing it as a swap for Gatorade. We do, our kids use it for sports. I use it during and after my long runs. The dextrose in HYDRATE is derived from corn. I didn't know that, but it was listed as non-GMO, and again, a swap for Gatorade, which of course has all the high artificial stuff in it. Okay, Recover is a good one. Now, I will tell you, I'm using Recover now after a long run. I also really liked it after I was doing like Body Beast. Lori, have you used any of these with your lifting?
Not the Recover. No,
yeah.
I didn't. No.
It definitely makes you less sore the next day. So for people who really want to, you know, work hard, the Recover taken within 30 minutes after exercise does speed muscle recovery, I would say. Combats exercise-induced soreness, reduces muscle breakdown, promotes lean muscle growth. You guys can read all of that. It is chocolate or orange. You have options for the flavors of your Recover, chocolate or orange. It has pomegranate extract in it. That's kind of cool. So that is what promotes the faster muscle recovery and manages the exercise-induced muscle soreness. It has 20 grams of this protein. I think I share it with you maybe later. I forget what it's called. And then branched chain amino acids in an ideal ratio that promotes muscle synthesis and supports rebuilding. It does have soy lecithin in it, or lecithin, however you say that. That's the That's kind of a buzzword you might hear around that shouldn't be in things. They did need some kind of a filler to help hold it together, improve mixing, and prevent clumping. It is listed as non-GMO, and they're working on a replacement of like a sunflower lecithin. They didn't have that when they came out with the product. And I think it just shows that like all of their products, they're always looking to do better, even in this performance line. Recharge is the next one. This is an overnight performance line product. And I just had a friend of mine tell me she used it during her marathon training. So I'm definitely going to start. I'm actually going to take it tonight. So I'll tell you how it goes. One of my colleagues used this after her long runs, and she swears that by the next day, you know, she really felt good after her long runs. Supports overnight muscle recovery, same kind of thing. It is vanilla flavored, and you take it within an hour before going to bed. It has this tart cherry in it, which is an extract shown to help reduce exercise-induced muscle soreness. Oh, here's where. This is 20 grams of slow-release casein protein. Enhances overnight recovery, and also has the BCAAs. Creatine is the last one that we'll talk about. I personally don't use it, but I know Craig does, and we can talk a little bit more about that. This is to improve high intensity exercise performance. So I would say for your lifters, for your heavy lifters, improves muscle strength and power, enhances muscle glycogen recovery. Now we're talking science. I did find on the beachbody.com blog that, because I thought women shouldn't take it, but according to the blog, that isn't supported, that it should not beef you up like bulk you up. So I put the link for the blog there in case anybody wants to look at that for their females. And then the pure creatine monohydrate is what's in there. And this is what it said about that. Scientifically shown to boost muscle strength and power. It's in the purest and safest form in this particular product. So here are some very common questions. I'm talking too much. If you're following the 21-day fix portion control containers, you do not need to remove or add portions when you're taking the performance line. So you just, in addition to it doesn't count as a container, basically, because it says, FAQ says they're targeted calories at targeted times used efficiently by the body. So that's good to know, because you might have your challengers asking you, does it count as a red container? And it's also good to know that shipping is $4, a little bit more than Shakeology, and there is the full refund within 30 days if your customers are not happy. They can be sold as individual containers. You can get sample packs of these, and there are stacks available. And also helpful for coaches to know is that if you get a stack that's over 90 PV, it does count for Success Club points. They also do hook up performance line with some of the challenge packs also. Instead of Shakeology, you could do the performance line. And then this is a very helpful website. Actually, this is where a lot of the information came from, mybeachbodyperformance.com. And actually, you can put in it'll help you if you put in your like what your goals are. It'll tell you which performance line products you might need to take. Oh, I think that's all. Cool. Let's stop share. Okay, does anybody have questions about that real quick performance line lesson?
I have a little question. I don't take the ENERGIZE because I pretty much do my workouts in the morning, and my caffeine coffee is already instilling in me. But yeah, I'll do the HYDRATE, but I have found that, well, it depends on workout. If I was doing the 21-day, the 22-minute hardcore, they have breaks.
Yeah.
You can stop and drink it. And right now I'm doing the PIO. And when you're doing some of them, like the strength intervals or the bonds or something, they go from, I don't even have time to even stop and drink. So I'll just drink it right afterwards. That's okay, because I I definitely sweat with those, and I really feel like I need to take that. But then I've never really tried Recover before. So just by doing the Hydrate, that should be fine.
Yeah. In fact, that's what I do. So especially if I'm running, I don't always, especially if it's a shorter run, I don't drink when I run, but I drink it after. It's going to replace the electrolytes and fluids that you lost after, even if you drink it after. Yeah.
And then most of the times then I will take my I'll have my shake
right after that.
Well, pretty much within the next.
Yeah.
After that, within the next half an hour, because.
Yeah. Yep.
Well.
No, I think that's perfect, Lori. Yep.
Okay.
And I remember hearing Darren O'Lane say that, like when I think I did it today. So when I got home, I had my ENERGIZE before my 9-miler. I drank some of the Hydrate during, and then after I did a Recover drink, which is like 8 ounces of water in your shaker and drink. And then when you're hungry, you would just do your shake after, kind of like what you're saying. So if you're going to use that Recover at some point, do it within 30 minutes of your exercise to get the protein in. And then just the next thing that you could do would be your shake.
Okay. And then one more question about the creatine, because my husband bought the creatine.
Yeah.
He's not really using it. So we've got like 2 containers.
Yeah.
And I think a while ago I had posted on about if women can take creatine.
Yeah.
And so now it's good to know that we can take it, but it says that you need to mix it with like a juice. That's the only way to drink, it said to mix it with like some kind of a carb drink. That's what it's called. Like a carb drink, like a high carb drink on the creatine.
That's what it has.
Yeah. So if it's not, and I don't like to drink orange juice or apple juice, all that kind of juice. So, I
guess we'll have to Google that, or maybe your Hydrate would work.
Well, I think that with creatine, the issue is making sure you have the carbohydrates and the water, because it's the chemical makeup of it. You can cramp if you don't have enough water in your system.
Okay.
So I think a lot of times they label creatine products with what they think you should drink it with to make sure you're covered against cramping and stuff. So I would bet, I'm just guessing here, but I would bet that you're fine as long as you're getting enough water and the carbohydrate intake you need so that you don't cramp, because it does dehydrate your muscle cells.
Okay.
Jamie's our science teacher. I'm able to weigh in here.
So do you think you could take that with what does your husband take it with, Jen? What does Craig take it with?
I'll have to ask him.
Or
he might actually combine it with one of the others. I will ask him and I will get back with you.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
He does use it. And I believe there was something on, I remember listening to Darren O'Lane. I bet we could find it. Maybe there was even a Shakeology podcast on this. I bet there was on the performance line. So
it's funny. I've never actually heard people say that creatine wouldn't be recommended for women.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know. I mean, I don't use it because I worry about the hydration with long distance running.
Yeah.
But like with lifting, like the shorter intense workouts, as long as you're getting enough water.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That is good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? I see Pam. Maybe you've joined too. Can you hear us, Pam? Maybe not. Okay. Anything else? I have a few more minutes and I have a few more things I want to share with you guys. Sound good? Okay. So just want to put one more little plug out there, and this may be, Jamie, kind of above your head right now, but a lot of this is going to be for the people who are not watching live, but who watch the recording. Yeah, Pam is commenting, so she must be just watching and not and not being able to talk. I just finished, almost finished with GoPro, which if you guys haven't read it, if you're interested in learning his tips for figuring out this network marketing business, is very, very good book. And one of the ending chapters was sort of talking about the live events and how important they are. And we do have Summit coming up. And basically he just said, you know, and I just kind of want to remind you guys, I can assure you that your business will benefit from whatever sacrifice you have to make to get yourself to a live event. And Summit is the big national conference that we have coming up in July, Jamie, and they have it every year. Last year was in Nashville. This year we're going to New Orleans. But the live events are can be as simple as what we have like 3 times a year now, called our Super Saturday events. When people come together and you are surrounded by people who have goals and dreams that match yours, there's just so much energy there. And then you share that on social media, and I definitely, my team added coaches after Summit last year because people were watching. Lori's one of them, and I have a couple discount coaches too. And so I just would like to encourage you, if you're considering going to Summit, if you don't have your ticket, if you're not sure whether or not it would be worth your investment, I can tell you, and again, and he stressed it in the book, your business will benefit from it, from the sacrifice you have to make to get there. And it even stated, like, when he was at one of his first events and he was staying next to a very successful network marketer, that his advice was basically to be here next year, because in a room of 1,000 people, half of them will not come back next year. And the next year after that, half will not be there. So if you're committed to this business and your dreams, commit to be there, and then commit to bring people with you, which I am very proud to say this year. Last year I went with my husband, and this year I have several coaches coming with me, and I'm very, very proud of that. And every single year I will bring more coaches, and I encourage all of you to do the same. So that's my plug on Summit. Get there. Get there if you have any inkling in your heart. Your upline coach can help you figure out how to do that. Bunk up, drive, whatever you have to do, but get there. Pam had asked the question about whether or not people who sign up for the free trial, which is now only 14 days, to attempt to encourage people to just get in there and make the commitment to the all access. Like Jamie knows, once you get in there and see what that on demand has, you're like a kid in a candy store. So the free trial is now, used to be 30 days, is now 14 days. And you definitely can do the Shaun T week that's coming out starting June 9th. Somebody correct me if they know. I'm pretty sure it's, maybe the refresh starts the 9th and his Shaun T week starts the 12th. But yes, Pam, if you get people to sign up, as long as they do it, within this time frame, you can get them. I'm just going to check that, because that is Pam. Maybe she can't talk, but she wants to weigh in on what we're talking about here. So yes, as far as I'm concerned, they can do the free trial and do Shaun T's week. It's the 12th. That is Pam. It is. She's there, but she's muted, and it is the 12th. Okay. Okay, good. So that's the free trial. And the last thing I want to share with you guys, and Jamie, you'll just have to rehear it again, is, we talk about the importance of being consistent and showing up on social media, and how that's sometimes challenging. I want to share with you guys what happened to me this weekend. I've been coaching for about 2.5 years now. This had never happened before. And a lot of us as coaches, every once a month or so, we put out a passive invite, we call it, where you create a post and you kind of just passively ask people if they're interested in joining your challenge group. And really, by and large, those posts, I think for most of us, don't seem to get a lot of response or interaction or reach or traction, whatever you want to call it. And we definitely know that it's more and more the one-on-one inviting that we're doing as coaches. That is what's connecting with people and getting them into our challenge groups. But I had put out a passive invite about a week or two ago, promoting my new group opening up tomorrow. And in it, I did something I hadn't really done regularly. I put a link to a Google form that I had created a long time ago. It was like a get to know you form for my new challenges. I put that right in there and said, if you want to join this group, fill out this form. Well, I got a notification that somebody filled out my form, and I got a friend request from somebody who we had some mutual friends, kind of figured out quickly by stalking her that we had school friends, so through our children. So sure enough, I accepted her friend request, and within an hour or so, she sent me a message and said, hey, Jen, I just want you to know I joined your challenge group. I want to join your challenge group, and I might be a little under the weather because I'm not feeling well, but I'm looking forward to learning. So I was like, what is going on? Who is this person? So basically, the short version of the story is we were not Facebook friends. We have mutual friends in common because our children go to school together. So my posts were showing up in her news feeds when our mutual friends liked or commented on it. I didn't realize that could even happen. So she started seeing my stuff. I started showing up in her feed. And then when she saw that friends you may know thing that Facebook puts out there and she saw my name, she was intrigued and she friend requested me and then found my page, found that post, said, I need to do this. And she decided herself that she was ready for the group. So that to me was kind of cool. And it's just a reminder, like an encouragement, you guys, that people are watching. And you should still put the passive invites out there, even if they don't seem to get anything, because you never know who's watching and who may need to read that post at that time. So she's starting in my challenge group tomorrow. So put your head down, do the hard work, talk with people, get to Summit, share the performance line, do Shaun T Week. Did I answer everybody's questions? That was really good. I think Lori might have had to go. Anything else? Pam, you can ask a question, I guess. You're muted. Anything else? I don't think so. Anybody else can have comments after the recording? I'll put the recording up. I'll put the PDF in the file section. And you know what, we can, hold on. She's got a question. Nope, she's good. I'm going to hit end, and then Jamie, if you want to stay on for a minute, I'll show you how to add your person to our group. Okay? All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll get the recording up soon.